You're listening to The Monks. You're here with The Monks. I'm Josh.
I'm Heather. Hello.
Hello, and thank you for being here with us.
Yes.
And thank you for being. I gave that like a real newscast.
And thank you.
Thank you for being here with us.
Unto you.
And unto you, and to those who celebrate. It is You're Here with the Monks. Mm-hmm. It is the Monks, and you're here with the Monks. Heather, I went and had an experience today that has been plaguing my mind for weeks. Mm-hmm. I went and had my annual physical lab work done.
Mm-hmm. How was it?
It was all the things. So I went into this thing double beta blockered.
What does that mean? Two
beta blockers.
How many
20 milligrams.
Okay.
Yeah, they're small. 10 milligrams each. Mm-hmm. I'm 2 hours beforehand. You know, I feel the clamminess of the hand start to somewhat subside. And then you realize like some things, it's truly a phobia because I go, it's cutting through a beta blocker. I've performed on beta blockers where I'm like, yeah, this is fine. Like, you know what I mean? This is great.
Yeah.
Like, this is still like my armpits are sweating, you know, but I will say this, I'm not as jumping out of my skin. You know, I'm there. I'm like, okay. And it's one of those things too, where I've been envisioning what this process is going to be. And I'm trying to be as realistic as I can. But of course you step in and it's like 9 people in a waiting room. And I actually think that was good.
Okay. So you had to wait.
I didn't really actually have to wait. That was also like, you know, a good thing about the place that I went. Like they did have efficiency. You know, like I had an appointment. They allowed me to like clock in or whatever you want to say on my phone. And it was basically just hanging out. But there was a part of me that was like, I know that this is a lot for you. They will just move on with their day. Like, you got to kind of get through it.
Get your head right.
Yeah, because my whole mantra was like 10 minutes or less. You know what I mean? This is over in 10 minutes or less.
Now, I had suggested that you say to them, is there any way you can call me back when you're like totally set up because I just have a phobia? Yeah. Did you do that or no?
I'll let you guess.
You did not.
I didn't, but in this time, I will say I didn't speak to anybody because of the clock-in process. Okay. It was just sit and wait. It was very efficient, honestly. But I did a version of what you said, which was when the guy had me there, I said, hey, you know, just so you know, like, I don't do well with this stuff. I'm not going to do anything nuts. I'm not going to grab or you know what I mean? Because I know there's like varying levels of like people who are like, I like to go to Halloween Horror Nights, but I like to punch them if they scare me. And I go, don't go then. Yeah. You know? So I was like, I'm not going to
Well, they like to go though. They just said it.
They love it. They go, I'm going to sock you if you do exactly what I came here for. I didn't want to like, you know, I was like, I obviously won't. And he goes, oh man, you won't. You're not.
He said, babe.
He said, babe. He said, man. He's like, you aren't the first, and you won't be even the last today. You know what I mean? So no worries, we'll get through this. And I just felt like actually, like human to human, I thought he really took great care of me.
That's really nice.
You know, I did appreciate it because I totally get when you're facing a fear that is nothing to most people. You do not get kudos for that because when I got done. And the whole time he's like, what's your reward? I was like, I got coffee in the car. It's a fasting blood work. I'm going to have my coffee. And I just kept telling myself that too. I was like, you can get to the car and kind of be whatever. You know what I mean? Like get through this. And then if you're really in shambles, whatever, you'll deal with it in the car. Put on some music and get through it. Yeah. And there was like an adrenaline dump in the car where I was like,
there? Even with the beta blockers?
Even with the beta blockers, big time. Wow. And that's what I mean. Like, that's why I was like, I do think they were helpful because I feel like it at least kept it on the rails. Because you've seen, like, sometimes it's like I pop out of the chair. I'm like, hey, hold on. I just need a second. And I just also, I do think that the crowd of people, I was like, I don't know if they're going to give you the like, hey, hold on. I remember one time in Glendale, I had this like really nice but kind of stern old lady doing it. And I said, oh, sorry, I'm giving her this spiel. And she goes, walk around the office, drink 1 cup of water. If you're not ready, go home. And I did just that. Yeah. I didn't go home. I mean, I did exactly what, and I said, maybe this is good. This guy was more empathetic and kind of like, you know, chatted with me through. It was the first time somebody chatted with me because a lot of times that's one reason I could tell the beta blocker did work. Because anybody who is in an anxious state, like if you're verging on a panic attack, the more people talk to you, the more you're like, this is not necessarily helpful in this moment. And I totally get why you know what I mean? But it's that thing where you walk out and I'm like,
you rocking.
You walk out and you go, I did it. All the people said I couldn't do it, but I did it. And everybody's like, I came here of my own volition just to find out if I'm allergic to cheese. What is this guy on about? I just like when you face a fear that isn't anything, nobody cares.
No.
What I can't even tell you how hard people laughed. And I said, it's not a joke. Whenever I told people, hey, I went to Disney with Heather and I rode every ride. Mm-hmm. They bust out laughing. I was like, not joking around. That's a huge thing for me. I'm kind of scared of heights. I rode everything, even the coaster.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. I rode the Ferris wheel.
The Ferris wheel was a bit of a like, okay, you're kind of ruining this for the rest of us.
Because you're just stuck on it so long. I was like, I don't love it. When I face fears, I at least need it to go fast. I'm like, let's go. Oh, man. Mm. But now it's done.
It's done. No, 1 whole year.
1 whole year. Thank God.
Yeah.
Truly,
I have to get mine next week.
I know. You're going this weekend. Mm-hmm. Do you have any, I understand like you're saying, so you're not like, I'm pumped. But like, do you have, has it been on your mind at all?
No, but you know what? I do have a hard time getting it done. I don't want to talk about it because it will. No,
I know. You can be a tough stick. As they say in the biz. In the phlebotomy biz, mm-hmm. you can be a bit of a tough stick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But other than that, I hope they get it in one.
I think they will. I think they really will. Mm-hmm. And we're gonna juice you up with so much water.
Yeah, I am gonna drink a lot of water.
Juice you up with so much water. Oh my God. They're gonna go, this is an easy stick. I'm like coaching mine. I'm like, come on, babies, plump up. Do daddy right. Don't hide. Please don't hide. I'm so thankful that I am an easy stick because I do know myself and I feel like I'd be like, well, we tried. So this year my doctors don't get to know what those LDLs are looking like. You know, I can tell they're fine. Like
I feel it. I
feel like my LDL is whatever it's supposed to be. 11? 1? I don't know. That's always fun too when you get, because you always get the lab like thing before the doctor's like ready to kind of chat with you about it. And you're always like,
well, they don't even chat with you if it's normal, right?
My guy does. That's one of the reasons I like him is he'll usually go like, hey, why don't we like schedule a virtual?
Because he wants that money.
Oh,
he says, what's that copay, baby?
Let me get some of that sweet, sweet Blue Shield. Huh? Why don't you get into that Blue Shield? Mm-hmm. Let's take a look. But it's always like, oh yeah, we'll touch base and kind of chat about it. And I like that's how much of a like, oh, good job. I like when he goes, your cholesterol is good. I go, thank you. Like your LDL's back. It was normal high. Now it's just straight normal, Josh. And I go, which I gave up steaks.
I've been trying real hard.
Yeah, I gave up steaks for that. That's when you're transitioning.
It's
into
ruined
the
both
next
of our
phase.
lives.
That's the transition, though, right? Like you do get to a point where you're like, I feel like first off, through my 20s, how many times do you think you went for a physical in your 20s?
I was gonna say every year, but that's probably not true.
Oh God, I feel like maybe twice.
Yeah, I knew you never went.
Yeah, I was like, why?
I had to get a prescription refilled, so.
Gotcha. I was just out here living that good life. I said, she's got the prescription, and I totally know I'm good. Sir, you can't smoke in this lobby.
Bring me another steak.
Yeah, bring me 2 more steaks immediately in a bourbon to wash it down. What are you swirling if you need another bourbon? I'm going to be done with this one, smart guy. That's bad business what you're doing. I'm going to be done with this one. Yeah, I'm just mad minning. And now if I have like 3 red meat days in a row, I'm like, ooh, you got to cool your jets. You got to cool your jets. Somebody at my office was like, well, as phobic as you are with medical stuff, you do need to make sure to take good care of yourself. And I thought that's an ominous thing because I go, can I ask you an honest question? From the outside looking in, do I seem like I am? Because I'm kind of maxed out. Like I've quit all the things. Like I barely have vice anymore. So am I good? Is there more? And they're always like, oh no, there's more. You could do more. I'm like, I don't think that. I don't know what more I can do. I'm keeping the diet soda. I
had this one idea. Tell me if this is crazy.
Yeah.
Because I love just like binge eating. I love eating popcorn.
Right away they go, you shouldn't do that.
You shouldn't do it. I know. Well, this is my idea for it. I was thinking, those little tiny ice cubes that are like
Sonic.
Like Chick-fil-A. Yeah, Sonic ice cubes.
Yeah.
You can get like a machine that sits on your counter. I'm not done with the idea.
You're going to eat them.
No,
Sorry.
I was going to put Crystal Light, like mix it up and put that in. Do you think that would be good? Just little Crystal Light bites.
Yeah, I think that would be good. I think if you just ate the ice, you'd probably like it.
That's true. I probably would.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like I've kind of hit a good flow where I'm like dinner that's within my calories and then a Halo Top. Mm-hmm. Halo Top's like my get out of jail free, kind of sweet treat.
Yeah.
Not necessarily every night, but a lot of them.
I got this like silicone muffin tin. Mm-hmm. And they're like mini muffins, so they're pretty small. They're like this big.
Yeah. And
I have been cutting up fruit, putting it in there, and then putting a little bit of Greek yogurt on top and freezing them. I can only eat half a thing a day because that's one serving of yogurt, and I don't want to have too much yogurt.
That's true.
But
for several reasons.
Yeah, it's so good.
Well, I remember the first time my little country mouse self got my hands on some free Greek yogurt at a job I had. It was just take as much as you want day. Like they would have it out, Greek yogurt. Like
just sitting out?
Well, they'd have it like it was, on ice. It wasn't like just sitting out rotting, but it was like you could grab breakfast.
Oh, I've never had a job that gave me breakfast.
Well, yeah, Universal, man. Oh. They had some good stuff. But I'm just pounding these Greek yogurts. I'm like, these are low calorie. And boy, I got to tell you, there is a third act on that movie. That was a real Chekhov's gun for anybody who had experienced Greek yogurt and saw me going to town on it. They were like, I think we're going to get a pretty solid run to the bathroom scene toward the oh yeah, he's sweating on his forehead. He's figuring out how those microbiomes are really getting in there.
If you've ever been on a low carb diet and you think I'm going to eat all these Russell Stover sugar-free candies at the movie theater, and then you're like, oh, my stomach
You may
hurts.
not get to finish that movie. Mm-mm. Yeah. I remember one time somebody just sent me someone who had reviewed sugar-free gummy bears. And their review was like, careful. It started with like, caution. If you eat these as you would normal gummy bears, let me just tell you, you will diarrhea so bad that you think you can't do anymore. And I said, I hadn't had the gummy bears, but I would say that tracks with my experience with sugar-free candies if you try to eat them like the thing that has you looking at sugar-free candies. Let's just put it there. Right, because nobody who's not diabetic is going to be eating sugar-free candies unless you have a problem with your weight or food or whatever, right? I mean, nobody's signing up for that. So I think the first thing you do when you're transitioning away from bad habits is you bring your bad habits to a lower calorie food, right? That's the first thing we do.
Well, that's the only thing I've done.
But you go, I want to eat as many Reese's peanut butter cups, but I'm telling you, I'll do the
ones that don't taste as good. I'll
do it. And that's what you go, yeah, how could it be? It doesn't taste as good. It's not as creamy. It's chalkier.
Yeah.
And then you're then you're in trouble. Then you're in the weeds because they put some stuff in there. I think it's funny. Everybody's like, we got to get the red dyes out. And I'm like, I think we got to get whatever's doing that. Is that red
sugar
dyes?
Alcohol?
Sugar alcohol.
Yeah.
Oh man, when people first whenever I first started hearing about Atkins and those kind of things, they were like, you can subtract the sugar alcohols from your carbohydrates. I was right away. I should have been like, this is too much, guys. Let's all just calculate how many calories we can have in a day.
We watched Sinners for the second time. It was on something streaming. HBO Max.
You give HBO Max their credit.
Okay.
HBO. Remember they were like, what? It was just. Hold on. Did they change it from HBO Max to something, and now they're back to HBO Max?
It was HBO.
Okay.
Then they changed it to Max.
Then they changed it to HBO Discovery Max or something like that. Is that right?
I don't know, but they did. I used to have two different subscriptions where it was Discovery channels and HBO, and then I got rid of one because I got rid of the Discovery one.
We have so many streaming. I'm sure everybody's sitting at home going like, do I get rid of Hulu now? Is that on Disney?
You know what I mean? Some stuff isn't on it. I don't know. But yeah, we watched Sinners for the second time. Loved it. I still loved it. I thought it's such just a fun movie. I think fun movies okay. I was like, it's a good time. I understand that it has. Well, I understand the themes and stuff, like the time, but I'm like, it's still a fun movie. And Michael B. Jordan is just crushing in that movie. Yeah, the way he changed his face between Smoke and Stack, I thought it was really, really cool.
Yeah.
I felt like Smoke's face was harder, older, tighter.
I liked it.
he was wearing that like PTSD on him, and kind of also if you think about it, like even before like the war, I'm assuming like his character had, I don't want to ruin it for anybody, but like did what he did to their dad. And I go, and the other didn't. So I go, he does genuinely have more traumatic stuff maybe that he has done in that way. I don't know. It's just very nuanced in that way. Like the whole movie, I saw a thing where they were like, oh, Ryan Coogler wrote this movie in 2 months. And I was like, I'm not surprised because he is a very accomplished filmmaker. And the thing that really makes that thing hum is the filmmaking side of it and the acting. So it's like somebody who knows he can get good performances out of his actors and knows he can create sequences that are like hugely fun and impactful to watch and stuff. Because I was like, yeah, the beats of it are pretty like, you know, kind of ABC. It's not the most like I like that kind of stuff. Like we talked about like how you're a popcorn person. It's definitely an elevated popcorn flick, but I go, yeah, it's not asking you to like figure something out exactly. It's asking you to sit with the material and like kind of see what you think of it. And one thing I think is that they dated their own age.
I loved that.
One guy was just a guy, but it's a vampire movie.
I mean, of course they dated their own age because they were human beings, you know. Right. But a vampire that dates his own age, love it.
Love it. It's never the case. I never understood that. I feel like I can't be the only one. I know that there's a ton of people, obviously, who like Twilight and Vampire Diaries and all these kind of, you know.
I do.
Yeah, like you watch them, but you're always struck by like, why would a being who's been here for hundreds of years want to talk ever to like a 16-year-old?
No.
Right? I don't understand it. Do you like to talk to 16-year-olds?
No. I avoid it at all costs.
Right?
I don't like ordering. Yeah. No. And they're a bit intimidating. I'm afraid they're going to make fun of me.
I wasn't scared of 16-year-olds when I was 16, but if I see like 9, like there used to be a Chipotle by my office, at my old office. When you went in there, it was like school's out for summer. You know, you're bumping in. There's like 100 of them.
Working there?
No, actively being there. Yeah, it's a rich. I was going to say it's a rich area. Like it's rich to me because one, it is a rich area where the office was, but two, I can't even imagine being a kid who could like in high school have been able to afford to go to a restaurant every day for lunch. That would have been not in the cards for me. You know what I mean? So the fact that they're every day, I'm seeing the same kids. I go, these kids are spending $20 a day. That's $100 a week.
Yeah. I think my dad got $20 a week when he was.
My dad also got $20 a week. You know, it would get him what he needed. $100. But anyway, but they'd be, you know, and you're just like, it's just a murderer's row. You know, there's so many of them. And you just know they're going to roast you up. And then they just don't. They really don't. These kids don't roast. I think it's because like our generation, like people who are, you know, 80s, 90s and then high school and like, you know, early aughts, it's like, you don't want to roll through that food court on a Friday night and roll into a food court, gobble you up. Absolutely just demolish your self-confidence. Yes. Because you had the audacity to come to a Sparrow to grab dinner.
As an adult.
Like right away we'd be like, what's this dude doing here on a Friday night getting Sparrow? How old are you, dude?
I know, because I really did think that as soon as you said it.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm grown up.
Right? Somebody just go come into a mall by himself.
Me?
I like Sparrow. Like Sparrow. They're the same thing.
Nobody likes Sparrow. Yeah. Is it even Sparrow? What is it? It is.
If it's Sparrow? Not Sparrow.
Sabaro?
Is it Sabaro? It is a B, isn't it? Sabaro. You're right.
I think it is.
I'm saying Sparrow, and it's Sabaro.
Is it?
The Sabaro people are like, couldn't have made it more clear. Couldn't have made it more clear.
I don't know if I've ever heard somebody say it right. So Sabaro. I do go back to them and say, I don't know if you did it right.
Yeah. Sabaro is one of those things that they're in every mall. Have you ever seen a Sabaro anywhere else?
No.
I've never seen one outside of a food court.
And I would never get it.
There's not like a standalone Sabaro somewhere.
It has like all the foods just stacked up.
Yeah.
Just
it should be good because I do love a great, like a pizza by the slice place. Because again, as we talked about earlier, it's like, I can't order the whole thing. I'll eat the whole thing. Can't bring me the whole thing because I'll take the whole thing. I need you to give me some of those slices though. So I can make a decision here that is good. 4 slices? Okay. 6?
we went to an ice cream shop. We walked in. There was 3 teenage girls just hovering over a laptop, didn't even acknowledge us. And then I see, you order your ice cream on a kiosk.
Yeah.
This doesn't feel right to me. It just doesn't feel right. I wanted a sample. I have to interrupt their... I did. I wanted a sample. Yeah. So I had to interrupt them. They were like, ugh.
You had to interrupt them.
Okay, you interrupted them for me.
All right. I was like, I don't remember it that way, but maybe I was in a fugue state. Because I remember being like, "Go, can you?" And I'm like, "I'm sorry, can we try the birthday cake?" No, I wasn't. Or whatever.
And then I got my sample, and I still had to order it from a kiosk and wait until they felt like doing it.
Now, here's the thing. I actually like ordering at the kiosk.
I do typically like ordering at the kiosk.
Even at the ice cream place, I was like, "Ooh, I probably wouldn't have had it in me to tell a human that I wanted some caramel sauce on top of an already sweet treat." But if I'm just over here doing my own thing, you better believe it. Boop, boop, boop. I will do it. I love ordering at kiosks because I feel like almost everything I want to... I don't like onions, and onions are on almost everything. So I hate having to have the discussion. And the feeling I have if there's like 3 things I need to change on a thing, I just feel... That's like... I am too much of a people pleaser because I have not ordered stuff because I go, I just can't tell this person 4 changes. I just don't. Yes. I can't today.
I have to.
I can't. I just won't. I just, that's fine. I'll just pick it off. Right? And then you got a pile of crap just sitting on your plate. And they go, hey, that's food cost. We'd rather probably know. Although some places, every once in a while, it's only ever happened to me, I think, in LA, but where they go, no substitutions. And I go, can we take something off?
No, some of the places there, you can't even take things off.
Yeah.
And I go, I
remember
can't.
I went to some burger place with a bunch of people, and I was like, oh, yeah, I'll do the burger and just no onions. They go, oh, no substitutions. I was like, oh, then cancel literally everything I said before that. I'll sit here and have a water, thanks. And they were like, really? I was like, yep, don't want a thing then. I think that's a little too much. First off, what if I'm allergic? So I'm allergic to onions. I have to go into anaphylaxis. Let me just walk me through this. No. Walk me through this. So I go, can I send somebody to go get an EpiPen or must I die? Because it's a perfect burger. I'd hate to not die for it. Or could I not have onion?
Yeah, what if you're lactose intolerant? You don't want cheese.
Yeah. Okay, I'm on a first date. I order every one of your burgers has cheese on it.
Every one of these burgers has a bunch of sugar-free candy on it.
What the fuck? Oh, this is terrible. Oh, yeah. Everything's covered in sugar alcohols. That's how we make everything. What?
No substitutions.
No substitutions. You got to dive into that sugar alcohol. But yeah, it's like if it has like cheese all over. Okay, so now first date, I'm in the car just absolutely bubble gutting. Like, this is the impression you want me to make. Because I'm going to look insane either way. Right? If I go, oh, can I have that without cheese? And you go, no, I can't. On a first date, you can't let that mask slip right away and go, what?
I would.
You would.
At this age,
if you're on a first date at this age, like, you're damaged goods. Everybody's out here. You're at a pre-owned, like, buy here, pay here car lot. Like, you're not getting a new car. What are you talking about? Yeah, it's got some dings. Like, you're hoping that somebody's got highway miles. Like, you're like, oh, okay, you're not completely crazy, but you don't want cheese on your burger real bad. Okay, that's fine. I'm talking about young people where they still got to play games and stuff. They can't be out here. They don't want to do that. Although most young people that I meet, I know their like full diagnosis before I even know their name, so I'm sure they would tell me if they were lactose intolerant because I'll know everything. They're like, bipolar 2 for me. Bipolar 2, lactose intolerant, love sugar alcohols. And I go, what was your first name? What was your first name? Anthony. Okay. Thank you.
Yes.
You love sugar alcohols.
I keep thinking the older I get, if I was single, what a catch. I walk regularly. I work out.
I think you think you're 60. At 60, walking every day.
All my, I'm pretty loose.
Limber. You do. Yeah. You do. You're flexy.
I'm pretty fun.
You
Got
are
no
very
kids.
fun.
Got no
kids.
you know.
The no kids thing, I would think for some people that would be like, absolutely. And I wonder if there's a lot. What I always wonder, I go, were there a lot of those perpetual bachelors that are like, now I'm going to go pick me up a lady that's already got the kid thing. And I'm just going to slide in stepdad style. You know what I mean? Get my cake and eat it too. I don't mean that. I don't mean the kid thing is crazy. I mean like, you know, where they're like, didn't have to like deal with, you know, I can just kind of cruise in at 10 and be like, here's how you throw a baseball.
I think that would be more appealing to women.
Really?
I would rather slide into
because you're like, I didn't have to physically push.
Yep.
I didn't have to push anything. That's fair. Yeah, I do think, I think flip side. For you, I do think you're right. I think it would be like, if you hit the market now, they'd go, oh man, no kids. Okay. Wow, okay. And then for me, I can only imagine that conversation in reverse. They go, no kids. No kids. No kids. What?
What you been doing?
What have you been doing? I go, trying like heck to make a kid. I think it's broken, but I can't stand labs. I just won't check anything. I don't know. I'm like, absolutely, I'm doing as much as I can. I don't know. I don't know. So I'm hoping this will be it. Like, I mean, obviously that's what I'm hoping for. I'm lactose intolerant. Got to make a substitution on this thing. It says no substitution. But the thing is, think about if you were single, let's be honest, you wouldn't be at a place that said no substitution because we're both look-aheaders.
Oh, goodness.
We look at a menu. I won't even go to a restaurant if you don't have an online presence.
Honestly, it gives me a bit of a panic. If I was going to just meet people and we're going to decide where we're going to go, I go, I like to look ahead.
Yeah.
I want to make sure there's at least one thing I won't make a fuss about.
Right. See, that's the thing. Like, we do have a lot of things. Like, I think for somebody taking you on day one, I go, okay. Yeah. Day one. All right. Yeah. I think some things may shock you. I think
list them.
Well, I think right away I go, you're going to be walking in and out of some restaurants. Enjoy smelling some restaurants and then leaving them. Like, I can tell you that right now. Like, she'll sit down like a medium who walked into a haunted house. Like, I don't like this. I don't like it. We got to go. You're starving. Stomach growling.
I don't like the
Can't get a
attitude.
skewer. Can't do a tapas real quick for the road. We got to go. There's going to be just some genres of food that you're only going to see on a business trip. Like, I only get to eat Indian food if I'm away.
Yeah.
I know those aren't deal breakers. She does walk every day. Like, if I were single, I know what my life would be. I'd just be in a studio apartment, just probably eating Chipotle 3 times a day. Mm-hmm. Just doing nothing.
I just think for you, I'll do some for you.
Okay, go for it.
So loud.
So loud.
Oh, he's so loud.
Inexplicably loud.
Loud. Why are you so loud?
I actually think it might be something with the ADHD or something. Like,
Yeah.
I just do a lot of like bop, 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 da, 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 bop. Like, and that's anytime. That can be you're winding down for sleep. That can be like this morning. I just couldn't wait for you to wake up. Had to tell you something.
Yes.
You know, I know that's not.
And I was awake because I heard your alarm go off and I heard you wiggling around.
Trying to do that like.
And I'm like, shh.
Yeah. But I said, that's not going to be welcomed by a stranger who I haven't put any time in. You know, they're going to be like, I don't like it. Mm-hmm. For that reason, for those reasons, I'm going to
While you're doing chores, not you doing chores, while your partner's doing chores, it's just a constant talking behind while standing, talking, standing.
Moral support, like trying to be there. Yeah. No, I get that. I really do. I was like, no, I think there'd be some good and I think there'd be some bad. I'm like, I'm nice. Like, I go like, I'm not like mean. I see so many guys that are just kind of mean that I go, I could probably rise above a lot. I could probably get toward the top tier just in the fact that like I can chat.
You
and
would be a
not
catch.
be mean. Mm-hmm. I don't know if I'd be a catch though.
Why?
I don't find that necessarily I care about what everybody else necessarily cares about.
Could you pretend?
I don't want to. See, when I was younger, I probably would have. But now, like, as much as I am a people pleaser, those are the big ones that I won't do. Like, I don't want to pretend because that's not serving anybody. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm like, if I'm not really into what you're in, that's kind of unfair to the person. Like, if I'm like, oh, that's not right. You need to be able to find somebody who really digs, you know.
That's not true. I mean, I think you can not be into the same stuff, but listen.
Well, I don't really want to hear about it, though. I like that we share a lot of the same interests.
Oh, okay.
And when we don't, that's another thing for your new owner.
What?
I was doing the car analogy, but then I realized it just sounds like someone gets to own you, which they don't.
And one of us is going to have a
dog.
Yeah, I don't even know what to say. An anchor.
Yeah. Like, can you imagine? I think we'd have to for that, like, because even if we broke up, we'd still love each other. And I go, you can't, no, neither one of us should have to take them all the time.
Oh, I can't.
It's not right.
I've needed vacation. Right.
You'll have no chance to get a new life going if you just have to have the dog around all the time. He's a
and you got to take him because I'll never get to date. He's not going to like anybody I bring around.
No, that's true. He loves me.
And he loves women.
He does love women and he loves me. Mm-hmm. This could work out great. But I will say, like, whenever you're watching football, I mean, we've watched football together 21, 22 years. I'm pretty sure I've covered the game. And every single time it's on, you just ask questions till I finally break and go, we can just turn it off.
Those are legitimate questions.
There's no way because you're smart and it's been covered.
I think I ask it and then I just forget to listen.
Mm-hmm. So it is just to plague the person who's trying to watch the football.
It's not a bother, is it?
It is a bother, yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it is a bother. For as much reality TV as I will find a way to get into.
Oh, you like it.
I hate it.
You love it.
I love it. Actually, reality TV, like Love Island, love it.
I know you bring it up every day.
I like it. It's fun.
I like the not U.S. versions more.
Yeah, I get that.
I don't like to kind of feel any certain way about areas you're from. Yeah,
you have certain things that you go, oh boy, okay, this person's from such and such. That could be a thing. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Where like they say, I find it genuinely hysterical when, people in the UK are like, I'm from Suffolk. And I go, I don't know what that means.
It's Essex.
Suffix. It's a suffix. It's an end of a sentence. What is a suffix? What is a suffix? It's a I'm from preposition. Oh, man. But yeah, I don't know any of the places. I'm like,
I know, yeah.
Could be farmland. If they don't say London, I'm like, I don't know. And they'll always say like, oh, the country. You from the country? And I'm like, oh, I don't know. I mean, know where Suffolk
Same with the Australia one. I'm like,
yeah.
I mean, if you say Sydney, if you say Melbourne, I'm like,
if you say, what's the other one that we know? Because we watched a show about their lifeguards.
Oh, that's Sydney. That's Bondi Beach.
Bondi Beach. Mm-hmm. I really would like to go to Australia.
I would love to, yeah.
I think that would be a blast. I want to go everywhere, honestly.
Why am I so fidgety?
I don't know. Mark it down. Add it to the list. Mm-hmm. I am fidgety verbally. I feel like you're more fidgety maybe in your person sometimes. I mean, I have walked into the bathroom of the building that I work in on a number of occasions and had to exit before even going because I realized I came in just doing full monologue and I was like, and then I immediately get in my head when I realize there's other people in the store and I go, they're going to recognize your shoes, then they're going to look at your shoes. And
you don't think your voice at this point they would recognize your voice?
Well, these aren't people that I work with; they're just in the building, so I don't know if I'm quiet around them. But then, like, I just have a hard time. Like, if I'm taking an elevator up, sometimes I'll get off the elevator and go, "Did I say a bunch of stuff?" Because it's not like unlikely that I just be like, "Bot up," like or something like, and they just, huh? Sorry, just had to. I don't know. Not Tourette's, but it's something. She said, didn't know about that. Didn't clock it that way.
No, I did.
Did you?
You talk a lot. That's okay. I like it.
So much that you're like, I guess we just get microphones. Mm-hmm. I did like in that movie though that they're dating their age. Mm-hmm. I really did because even in real life.
Well, can I just say it's not weird for the characters to have dated their age until they're vampires.
I know.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I mean. Like it becomes insane.
Maybe every fresh vampire dates their age. I don't know.
Absolutely. But when you're 300 years old, I just want one vampire show to go, what? Mm-hmm. You got to find another vampire, dude. It's weird. I mean, even if you're dating a 50-year-old, it's weird. Like they act like that. Okay, you got turned to vampire at 36. You're perpetually 36, and I go, actually, that probably tracks, huh?
We're just idiots. Our bodies just get older.
Yes, but I do think you grow and you change in your mind as well. But I don't think you feel your age in your mind. But
How
I do think
old do you feel mentally?
No age. I don't know. I don't feel an age.
You don't feel an age.
I've always felt the same age, I guess.
When
I was young, I thought people thought I was old.
Mm-hmm.
I thought.
And why did they think you were old?
I just carried myself. I was an old soul.
I don't think that's true. Why do you think when you went to the AutoZone with your dad?
Oh God, I don't.
You went to the AutoZone with your dad, and what happened?
One time when I was 5, I went to AutoZone with my dad, and the guy said, "Is this your girlfriend?" And I thought, "Oh, I will never go anywhere else alone with him because people think I'm his girlfriend," and I didn't.
Yeah, to this day. To this day. You imagine, like, that old man's like, "Oh, I made a funny to this kid." And you don't realize that a 5-year-old can't compute anything except for what you're putting right in. You know what I mean? Like, they're not getting that you're obviously.
Because I just always felt like I don't know, the same age, I guess. I never felt young. I never felt old.
That's true, because you are like, it's so funny because you're mature, but you're also like a silly goose. So I'm surprised that you didn't feel young, because maybe you aged well into it, because I actually feel like you're pretty silly and pretty fun for our age bracket. You know what I mean? Like, I go, oh yeah, no, she's loose. I think that about myself. I go, I can be serious, but I feel like for the most part, I still goof around kind of the same way. You know, I think that's endearing. I hope.
It is.
I do love just little Heather, though. It's like, no, I can't go anywhere with this guy. People are thinking that, like, we're the same age. I'm 3 foot tall.
I told a kid when I was in 3rd grade, he was probably a grade younger than me, that I was I think I told him I was 16 or something. I'm, of course, in 3rd grade. So what is that, 7, 8?
I think? Yeah.
And he then, this is so dumb. He then came into my class because he was gifted, and he was like in a grade ahead for math. So he would come in for math. And then I was like, no, that's my twin sister. She's so dumb.
Oh boy. And this kid's gifted, so he goes, you're in the same clothes.
Oh, he probably thought I was so
we
dumb.
all did that. Every kid does that. I remember our big move when we wanted to look older, we go to the skating rink. And of course there would be older, like, teenage girls there. So we're like 10, you know, 9, 10 years old, but we're like, I want to mac on like a 13-year-old girl. And for some reason I thought this was the move to, like, bridge that gap. I would just take my baseball hat and I'd pull it way down. And then I'd skate over to these teenage girls in my brown rental skates, pull up and be like, we're all in luck here. My mom sent me with enough money for 2 pickles. What lucky lady. Hello? Like, I don't know. Not one person was convinced by the, like, but we'd all just be like, way down here, thinking that somehow, and just and now I think about that and I go, I can only imagine what a 10-year-old looks like. There's no way to age that up. You know what I mean? It's like, you 10, boy. Yeah. You 10. And even a 13-year-old girl would be, especially with the way that girls tend to age and mature a little faster. I'm like, she probably looked like Erin Brockovich and like a little kid coming over. And I'm wearing, and here's the thing, the story only goes so far because I'm wearing Ninja Turtle hammer pants. You know what I mean? And I'm like, yeah, there were some holes in the story. But here I remember one time, it was the night of my life, I borrowed leather pants from my friend. And I thought, who has leather pants? Old guys. Oh man, I thought it was going to be Rico Suave. I mean, I was such a
Why'd your friend have them?
He had them because he was cool. He was older.
Oh, he was
That's
older.
why I thought, I had some older friends, so I would just, like, whatever they did, man, I was like, oh man, can I borrow those leather pants? He's like, yeah, you can borrow those. And I remember they were pleather. That's the other thing. They weren't real leather, obviously. So I'm sliding around, and it's ripping the fake leather off.
Was he mad?
So I gave him back to him like a dog with mange. I don't think he was psyched on it. No, I don't think he was pumped.
Aww.
I think he was like, because again, like, not the richest community, so he's probably like, I really like those pants. Like, I may not be able to get those again. And I'm like, sorry. You know how, like, you get excited and you got to slide around. That's the other thing that may gave me away that I wasn't 13. It's just the unabashed sliding around on my knee. Like, you're like, what? Like, it was intentional. It wasn't like I fell. It was like a thing I'm doing. I go, yeah, I didn't think about this character. I'm not really living this character as much as I thought I was. But I remember my older friend was very good with girls. Mm-hmm. So I just, you can't compute that. I go, oh, he was, I think, legitimately like 12 or 13. And there's just a big gap there.
Yeah.
10 to 13, vastly different places on the pecking order of kids.
And 13 to 16, I feel like, is also
Absolutely.
a huge gap.
Yeah, because 13, it's like you're just starting to be like, I guess I'm trying to figure out what, you're just looking ahead. What are they doing? Mm-hmm. Like trying to, I think that's why some 13-year-olds get in over their head. I'm like, don't smoke cigarettes, don't do drink, you know what I mean? But you're like, that's what they're doing. Mm-hmm. So I'm trying, it just kind of depends. Mm-hmm. My sister was around, so I feel like that's what kept me out of doing too much.
Mm-hmm. She is a tattletale.
Mm-hmm. Big snitch energy. Big time. Yeah, my sister straight up tell you to your face she's going to tell him. Like, many a times I've done stuff and my sister go, hey, enjoy yourself, but I am going to be telling mom and dad everything. And I go, what? She'll entrap you too. She'll be like, hey, come do the thing. And then you do too much of the thing or whatever. And she's like, I'm telling you should never have, like, I didn't mean that. I didn't mean you get to have a Bartles and James. You getting in told on. And I'm like, okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, man. Those hammer pants. Woo! I'll be out there just cruising on those brown skates. Did you guys have a skating rink? What was your jam like, in that like kind of later elementary, middle school? Did you guys have a spot that you went to?
Well, when I was young, I lived in Orlando. Ooh. And then 4th grade, I moved to Montverde, that was the country.
Yeah.
So no, when I moved there.
No, that's a bummer.
I had a pair.
Because Orlando has so much fun stuff for kids. My God.
I had white skates with the purple laces and a purple little poof on it.
Yeah.
They were cool.
Skates.
I did. Sorry.
That's okay.
I went, one time I went ice skate. I had the greatest, when I was like real young elementary, I had a great 2nd grade teacher and she also watched us in the summertime.
Yeah.
And we just did so much stuff and it was so fun. But one time we went ice skating, which is not a thing I knew how to do because I lived in Florida.
Yeah.
And I fell and I hit my head. And did I hit my head? I don't even remember at this point, but I pretended to have amnesia.
For how long?
At least the day, I think.
The whole day? Yeah. So she knew you were lying though, because she took
I'm
you
sure.
nowhere.
Yeah, no.
She took you to no hospital or anything. Mm-mm. That's so funny. Is that the Days of Our Lives watching with your mom
I'm
and
sure,
your aunts?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That you go, amnesia. Mm-hmm. Amnesia is a real go-to there.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, I get that. That's what I mean. When you're a kid, it's so funny looking back and you go, it felt so serious, these things that you would do. Mm-hmm. And then you think, like, with like all conviction in like 5th grade was like, moving forward, I want to be called Romeo. Call me Romeo. Because in my head,
they called me Romeo.
I really think, you know how like every summer you you devise your plan, like I'm going to reinvent myself and I'm going to show up. And I was like, all right, I'm going to be really popular with girls. Okay, let's just think, Josh. Let's just spitball. What's classically, what do girls like? William Shakespeare. William Shakespeare. Obviously, dude. Like, it's William Shakespeare. You're about to be in 6th grade. It's gonna be all sonnets. Get ahead of it.
And if you had met me then, I was writing poems in 6th grade. Such serious poems. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. You in 6th grade. I remember I read that poem that you had wrote, and I go, this is about abortion. And I just thought I was literally with a straight face, like,
call me Romeo.
I was like, we were just running at different speeds intellectually. Like, it was a good poem that you had wrote.
But I was also very silly.
Of course, yeah. And I sometimes could be smart, but I mean, I went around and I remember my friends were like, what? Because my mom was like, okay. All right, yeah, sure. My mom did a really good job, and my dad would just follow her foot on these kind of things where she'd go, this will take care of itself. I think my parents were pretty good about, like, sometimes you'd see parents that would dig in on every little thing. Like, they really just believe their kids are just like have full conviction in anything and everything that they say they want to do or are going to try to do or whatever. And I think my parents did a really good job of going like, that'll probably wear itself out, right? I think my dad sometimes would go, I feel like he's going to take that show on the road. He's going to take that to school in Texarkana. He's going to go to school and say, call me Romeo. Yeah, I don't think we have to do anything. I think we're going to be prepared to wipe away some tears, maybe. Like, that's what we have to do to tell him he's okay. But yeah, this will take care of itself. And boy, did it. I said, hey, moving forward, excuse eyes up here. Thank you. Moving forward, I'd like to be called Romeo. And they just said, nah, not going to do it. What? No, I'm sure back then, oh boy, it didn't go great. I just remember that.
It was not well received.
Didn't last long. I can think of 2 times in my life things that I took a big swing that didn't pan out, and it was that. And it was one time around that same age, you're trying to find yourself, I gelled my hair back. Real slick.
American Psycho style.
Yeah, real American Psycho style. And I wore a leather jacket. Another reinvention. And I remember the teacher just went, oh God, I didn't even know who that was. What are you doing? And I said,
that would have been the end of it for me. I really would have just crumbled for the rest of my life.
Mentally, I did. I was like,
no, forever. I would be like, ugh.
I didn't wear it again. Like, you know what I mean? I didn't wear it. I wore it the rest of the day, but boy, I slunk around in it. I was like, and for some reason, I really thought, this is cool. Like, I really was like, man, I would try on different, like, I remember like when I saw Top Gun, I was all white t-shirts and I found this brown leather jacket that somehow was like a hand-me-down of somebody's or something. And man, I rocked that for like a whole bunch of time. Like, I was like, this is a good look. I would just be so heavily influenced by whatever I thought was cool in a movie or a TV show or something. Man.
I would too, but only in my thoughts.
You wouldn't actually put it...
Only in my thoughts. Yeah, I wouldn't... In my real life, I wouldn't do that.
And we were the same, but just slightly different. Like, I feel like we're similar in that. Like, you would stop yourself before you even got in the get-up to actually take it public.
Yeah.
And I would take it public, and then the whole day just be like, oh boy.
I have put together super cool outfits that I've never worn outside. But one time I did wear this outfit and there's a photo and I was like, oh, the photo. But it was, I wanted to do this fringe vest and some kind of skirt with like I don't know.
But
there's probably a hat.
Yeah, it's like Tiffany. Yeah. Tiffany at Tokyo or whatever. And it's like, that probably is actually cool. I did them all. I remember one time I went to a rodeo or a fair or something. And I mean, I'm wearing like Wrangler jeans and like a country shirt that one of my sister's friends let me borrow. You know, I'm just trying on personas. And I was like, I'll tell you right away, I was like, I don't think this one's for me. It's very tight. It's just, you know what I mean? And then I saw like what they were into and I was like, I don't want to fix cars. I don't want to touch animals in this way. You know what I mean? Like just it really didn't do it for me. But I'd try anything, you know. I'm like, I don't know, trying to figure it out, trying to see what it is. But boy, if I'm not in my head every step of the way, even to this day, if I were to put on, like when I see these hats that people wear to like Coachella and stuff like that, just these big hats, I never even got into it because I was like, I just know that I'll be thinking every room I enter in, I'm like, I bet they're thinking about that hat. They gotta be noticing the hat. Do I check it? You know, like, do I go like, oh, is there anywhere I can put this? And they go, no, it's not like the olden times. You gotta take that with your head.
I need to get a hat for walking. I get sunburned so easy. Yeah, I'm going to do it.
I feel like the hat for walking is a slippery slope. And I feel like you're about 2 years away from like, got to have 4 points of contact. 4 points of contact. It's 20% more calories getting burned because you know, and I'm like, okay. I don't think I'm there yet. I'm not sun hat yet. And I'm not 4 points of contact yet.
I have one I wear to the beach, but I think it is too big for just walking around.
Yeah. The biggest thing here is it's so freaking windy. I'll wear just a regular baseball cap and it'll get blown off my head. I can only imagine like a big, dumb hat.
Yeah. And I have the weirdest, tiniest peanut head. It doesn't fit in. And hats are so difficult to find.
Hats gobble you up. You have a perfect face for sunglasses. You're one of those lucky people that every pair of sunglasses you put on look good on you. I have these hooded eyes, and I have this like because my nose got janked back when I was a kid, so it's kind of got a big bridge thing. And it's so hard for me to find sunglasses. You look great in sunglasses, and it's not even that you look bad in hats. It's just like, you're right. The best hats that you ever find are like in the children's section.
I know. It's embarrassing.
Nobody
I have
knows.
a regular like baseball cap, and it's so low. I can never see good. I'm like, can't.
And whenever you put on the little kid baseball cap, it's like nobody knows except for they're like, "Oh, Monsters Inc. fan, huh?" What? I mean, I like Sully, I guess. Like, that's fine. Yeah, it's hard for you to find hats, that's for sure.
Any more thoughts, feelings, jokes?
No, this is nice, though. I really did actually enjoy just kind of bopping around and chatting about whatever.
I love you.
I love you.
Is that your stomach again?
Stomach again.
We didn't hit record. We didn't hit record.